Thank you.
I'm letting my pizza cool because it's very warm and floppy.
I'll go with fries, sure. Alright, so we accidentally have 2 of these things now. Oh, we have 3 pistol bullets.
Oh, they're blocking them. Okay, well, I figured out how to beat them.
Gotta cheese them.
Did that work? What?
Kylie, do you want a couple fries?
Yes, please.
Give enough fries and give me few enough fries that Kylie can have some.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I mean...
He means to say please and thank you. He just forgets his manners sometimes.
We have an understanding.
I said
It's an implicit please and
I
thank
already
you.
said thank you!
He also did say thank you.
I know I'm busy, Keith. I'm busy.
I can't fucking
I'm busy.
Give me saying please and thank you all day long.
Yes, you can.
Why? Fuck you!
Come on, boy. Oh, what are you? Oh, you don't like it now?
Fucking... I can't believe the person that spent 3 decades refusing to say God bless you when people sneeze because it doesn't make any sense.
I still won't. Why would I say that? That would be silly.
Why would I say thank you 3 times for the same thing?
What if you're 3 times grateful? What if you're like, I'm so grateful for this one thank you isn't enough?
Well, I wasn't.
Pizza.
Hmm?
Can I have a slice?
Yeah, totally.
Also, Squiggles back.
Please and thank you is how assholes make other people think they're actually nice. Fuck saying please and thank you.
Okay. Getting ready to take a bite of this bacon pizza.
This is the interesting twist, by the way. I got pepperoni pizza. Kylie got bacon pizza, which is my all-time least favorite pizza topping.
Wow.
I won't eat a bacon pizza.
Wow.
It's bad bacon. Why would I get bad bacon on a pizza?
You're just, it's interesting. It seems like the one food you're not that persnickety about is pizza.
What do you think of that?
It's...
Rank it
I would
in relation to Lexington House or Dragon, whatever.
Oh, well, it's definitely better than those. It's probably, like, close to Two Brothers is another Greek place that I've eaten at a lot. Though Two Brothers usually, I think, like, overcooks their pizzas. This is not overcooked in that way. So this absolutely is the use case for the heavy attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
Specifically for the pipe heavy attack, because the heavy attack with the axe didn't work.
I don't think so, yeah.
Boom.
Love this overhead shot that just, like, whips the thing around the room. It's, like, no longer anchored in space.
So the question is, did you like that bite?
I would say, the bite did not offend me, but I wasn't like, ooh, gotta take another one of these bites. So I was just like, yeah, that's like some pizza I don't care that much for, but the bacon tastes pretty good.
If the choice was between this and a Domino's bacon pizza.
I'm sure I would take this probably. Like I said, the last time I had a bacon pizza from Domino's pretty recently, I wasn't even expecting to like it. You know, my roommate was ordering Domino's, and I was like, yeah, let's throw in a bacon pizza. I'll have some. And then I was kind of surprised by how much I liked it, and I was kind of thinking the next day, like, maybe I get another one of those bacon pizzas from Domino's.
Now,
Yeah,
how about a
that's the
crusty
thing.
bite?
That's the thing for Domino's for me is that it's like I just perpetually rate it so low that I end up frequently getting pleasantly surprised. Like, I thought this was going to be cat food, but it's actually kind of like people food. You know, so like I'm ranking Domino's on a whole different bell curve. Look at what's going on over here.
I was very lucky. There was a pepperoni slice with some bacon on it, so that I could have a little bit. And just for me,
Look
just
at this
miserable experience.
The bacon.
Yeah, I just really.
Well,
hate
yeah.
it.
Here's the thing. Like, I just saw the bacon that Keith and Isaac have to have bacon, and it's like, you know, it was practically oinking.
It was
like,
thick cut at the butcher from a full bacon.
Yeah. Oh shit! Look at this child's drawing. Hey Keith, we found a child's drawing.
Wow, I love that. What is that of? I can't really even
It
tell.
was like two people like burying a living person. I mean, somebody who was upright.
Let's get a crust fight. Let's really solve this.
All right.
And then, if you don't mind, I would like to see what you think of a pepperoni slice or bite. Like, you just have to take a bite. I don't care. I see a nod.
I mean,
Okay. I see a little bit of a smile.
it's still Greek style pizza crust.
Okay.
So it's still one of my least favorites, but it's
I'm glad to know
it's it's among the I still think of Greek pizza as bad, cheap, garbage pizza, which I would probably lump this in with, but like it's probably the best Greek style crust that I've had.
Okay. And I do want to remind everybody that I'm
This is hot
introducing
and
this.
fresh, by the way.
This is hot and fresh. I am introducing this.
Get
as-
out of here,
as,
you motherfuckers.
as
I
a
see you.
baseline of like this is one step above, like one step above. I wouldn't eat it, but like 2 steps below what I would call the best Greek style pizzas that I've had. Which would be, I don't know if you remember this place from when I lived in Sharon, Stelio's Pizza. Do you remember Stelio's?
No.
No. That
I remember you saying Stelios a lot.
Oh, they had such good pizza.
But that's, it's just the
Hey,
thing.
try fries. Particularly good fries, I think, from this place.
This place, yeah, I mean, these are good fries. And they're just fries.
What if that you were down the street from what if that you were walking distance from this place and the pizzas were $7 for a large? Without a coupon. Every day it was $7.
Yeah, I'd probably buy this pizza a lot.
Yeah.
If it's $7, like $7 for a pizza is obscene.
It's obscene. Yeah, it's obscene. We've gotta the next is I don't think this is a thing to do in the near future, but at some point I'll find like what I think is actually Cecilia's has I think one of the better Greek style pizzas. Their regular crust pizza is Greek style pizza. We get their deep dish more often, but like Cecilia's pepperoni, I think is one of the best pizzas out there.
Oh, fuck. I couldn't see because the words were covering it, but look at who's on this
Oh my god,
postcard.
is this Roger?
I know.
Rodney?
It's not Roger Rabbit. That's a different character.
Roger the bunny. Bodger the bunny.
I mean, of course we knew that the cotton candy thing was going to be some kind of lakeside amusement park, of course. The thing for me is, I think the prevalence of the Greek pizza, it's like this pizza, this style of pizza we're talking about, as you say, it's a cheap style of pizza.
Yeah.
And I think that, I feel like that comes through in the taste. I think it's just a lot of cheap, greasy shit.
Yeah.
That, it's like, yeah, $7, incredible price. But
part
like,
of that-
I'd love to pay 2 to 3 times as much for a pizza that's 2 to 3 times as good.
And you can get that
Yeah.
without having to go to a place called Domino's.
Well, here's the thing. Now I live in Boston. There's pizza all over the place. I just gotta find a good pizza.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
This is again. My roommate does not know how to eat. Does not know how to cook. Does not know how to eat.
is this the younger one?
No.
Wow, embarrassing.
I mean, well, the younger one probably also doesn't know how to eat, but like, yeah. It's like they were ordering Domino's because it was like they had heard of Domino's. It's like Domino's is a place you know about.
Like they had just heard about Domino's?
No, just like I think they were saying like basically they were talking to a coworker and being like, bummer, I don't have any more food made for my lunches, so when I go home I'm gonna have to cook like a week's worth of food for lunches because like they do that. Mm-hmm. And the friend was like, why don't you just like get a Domino's coupon and buy like 2 pizzas and a bunch of things and eat that for a few days. Like that was how the plan was born. My roommate Cheryl, I love her to death. We're like extremely good friends already. But the thing is, when I will ask her what she's eating, she does not respond with a dish name. She responds by looking at her bowl and naming ingredients. Like, what are you eating? It's like, chicken and peas and onions? And it's like we gotta work on this. I'm not disputing that you find it edible, but I'm just we could attach names to these dishes.
I've got to say, I agree with you can make a great bowl of ingredients that doesn't really have a name, but the 3 things that you just named is not a lunch.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, to me, it's not. This is the other thing is like when she makes kind of like this same weird chicken gruel every week, and she has like spices that she puts in it, and it's like she puts cinnamon in the chicken. It's like she worked at like a Croatian place or something.
Yeah, cinnamon in chicken is, I mean, it's usually not the primary thing, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying is like I don't want to say it like it's basic, because she's putting cinnamon in chicken, that's already kind of advanced shit. But it's the thing where it's like she doesn't measure out the ingredients. She just like looks at what she has and then just like puts a bunch of shit in it. It's like you can start measuring the cinnamon in the chicken.
Yep.
So it's the same every time. You can figure out the ratio you like.
Measuring is something you do when you're really good at cooking.
That's not what's happening here.
Right. And not to elevate things, but I bet that isn't good cinnamon.
She comes from a family of cinnamon eaters, so they might be getting some good cinnamon. She had like a tub of cinnamon. She's like, I got this from my mom's house. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing over there.
All right, that's fair.
Which is weird because she said she got the idea for cinnamon and chicken from a restaurant that she worked at. So apparently she was just primed to be ready for cinnamon uses and found a new one or something. Jim. You know what? I'm canceling this and I'm going to pull it back up again. Sometimes when we're editing, we look for like when the screen changes and we get I don't know if it's the same for you, but I'll be like whatever.
But no, I want to hear this.
We'll hear this. Jim. They were there again last night. I saw Carol creeping towards the main ballroom, and you know where that leads.
Wow.
I don't know what the old man would do if he found out. If he were to find out, given his health, he might not make it. Do you think
Carol,
I should say something? Yes, say something to him, kill him, and then they can be happy now
Carol,
that he's
you're
dead.
going to give your poor, weak husband a heart attack if
I know.
you keep fucking in the ballroom.
Carol, your dying husband would lose his life if he were to find out.
Do you feel, and we might be done with the pizza thing, but do you feel like taking a bite of the pepperoni?
I don't, just because,
Singular bite.
No, because I know myself, and I know pepperoni, and I know that I don't like pepperoni very much.
Okay.
The thing we didn't mention about the deep dish. We got pepperoni on it, and I was like, this was good, except next time I would get no pepperoni, and then next time I didn't get pepperoni, and I was like, yeah, this is better.
Okay, that's fair. The thing with me for bacon as a topping is like, bacon is something.
It's strong.
It's strong. It's not that, but it's not that it's strong. It's that, like, you know, the bacon that goes on a pizza at almost every place is going to be the worst possible bacon you could ever find anywhere.
That's just the thing, is that for me, I don't have bacon standards. I'll take any bacon you got. I just want it to be crunchy mostly, which I know is not at all what you want from your bacon.
No, I want a nice caramelized, slightly crisped bacon that has some give and has a little bit of chew in the fat.
Okay.
And I believe that I am correct. But yeah, I guess it's like even at places that have pretty good pizza, the bacon that they use as a topping is like the Domino's of bacon, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
and well, this is the thing. Like, it's weird that I've gravitated towards bacon as kind of like my go-to meat topping for pizzas, because I don't even particularly like bacon. That's like why I don't care if it's crappy bacon.
yeah, you don't like breakfast food.
I don't in general. So, like, that's the thing, is like I don't like pepperoni because I just don't like the flavor of it that much. I'm sorry.
Can I give you a topping suggestion?
Keith has been doing this, looking at the computer and not me, with his back to me, but he just whipped around and gave me like a Phoenix Wright objection point.
Have you considered sausage rounds as a topping on pizza?
I was just about to say I don't like sausage on pizza.
But have you had chunk sausage or sausage rounds?
I mean, chunk sausage.
Shit sausage, more like.
But here's the thing, Keith. It's the same with the bacon. I don't like sausage rounds isn't going to change my mind because I just don't like sausage.
Well, the thing that it does is, first of all, so the thing that makes pepperoni a good pizza topping.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm sure that there's a fake picture you can cut through. The good thing about the thing that makes pepperoni a sort of ultimate pizza topping.
This is a different hole.
Is that
God,
like
you hate when you go in the wrong hole?
Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Like, pepperoni's the perfect pizza topping because the shitty cheap version of it is like its own thing. Like, shitty cheap bacon is just bad good bacon, but like cheap pepperoni is sort of like a whole different ball game than good pepperoni, and so it has its own identity as like a cheap, inexpensive thing that you could put on a pizza. And sausage is in a similar place. Like, you could spend $30 on a pound on some incredible sausage that would change your life.
Oh shit, we're up on the 5th floor. I didn't even know it.
You gotta go to the 4th floor maybe, because room 404.
Well, I think we already got. I think I'm just trying to get back to the woman.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, which is the 3rd floor.
It's an interesting scene.
And so, but the thing is that, so the sausage rounds, I feel like, have their own identity. They don't like curl and get really greasy like the pepperoni, but they caramelize on the top in a really nice way, and they just feel more like what I would want. When someone else wants a bacon pizza, I would instead get a sausage round pizza. But then the ground sausage is like the bad version of already cheap sausage.
Yeah.
And so I would at least give it a shot. Like, maybe at one time I'll order.
I just don't like sausage. You know, like the lasagna I made. It called for a 50-50 ground beef to Italian sausage ratio for the meat, and I dutifully followed the recipe. But as I was eating it, I was like, next time, going all beef. Just don't like the taste of that sausage.
And was it?
It was
ground?
sweet Italian sausage.
So
it was. I mean, it was. They were full sausages. I cut them open and took the insides out.
Okay. So yeah, that's. I mean, that's fine. I think like the barrier that runs up to me when I talk about food with people is that, like, for a lot of people, they say, and this is very normal and it's fine, they say, like, I don't like blank, and then name a category of food. And for me, I'm like, there's a whole world inside of that category.
I know, but like I was listening to you just a moment ago, and I was hearing, you know, a classic refrain you'll use is like, bad blank is bad blank, you have to get the good blank.
Right.
But yeah, I in some ways am envious of this perspective on food, because this has just not been my personal experience. Like, there are extremely, I feel, few foods where I make distinctions like good versus bad, whereas like most categories it's just like I like that whole category, I don't like that whole category. I mean there's bad things of anything, but
Yeah.
like I can't think of a food where it was like, oh, I thought this was bad, but I was just having a bad version of it this whole time.
So this for me gets into one of my sort of I'm going to try to use this word again. No, it's going to be wrong. This gets into one of my sort of like, I guess eccentricities would still be the word. Is like, or no, that's not true because I know that this is a real thing. I'm not just making this up. But like what you're talking about to me is like the capitalization and classicization of food, where you get to there's a kind of food that is locked off to most people by access and money, and the way
I know what you're getting at.
the way through that is like the way through that is to like prioritize foods and then also like to figure out how to get that experience for like a reasonable amount of money. And there's some things where it's just like basically not possible to get like steak, like this good kind of steak is always going to be extremely expensive or whatever. But wine is a good example of where it's like we think of good wine as something that is for rich people.
Yeah.
But like if you know what you're doing, you can just spend like a couple more dollars and find something that's like 3 or 4 times better than the like average $12 to $15 bottle of wine that people buy at the wine shop.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I have a cutscene to play, and
play
I'm
it.
just standing here waiting.
Play it. Play me the
Do it?
cutscene.
Okay,
Give it to me. Feed it to me.
Here.
I must have all 3. Please.
Excuse you. I have 3. How dare you?
How about these?
Oh no, dear. These won't do. I can't leave.
Do we only have
all of
2?
My memories of
Maybe I found one and then died and then found it again, but like what?
Yeah, it looks like 2 to me. Plus a watch, which isn't a picture.
What the hell?
I don't remember what the third one is even. That sucks.
Wait. Al Camilla. What happened to my guy in the tree?
Maybe we did die and reloaded.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you remember where that one was?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like it's basically just like the like
It's actually the closest one, which is convenient.
the food market has done its best to turn food for regular people into a consumerist commodity.
Yeah.
And
Lobster.
for the rest of people turned it into an experience or an art or like a creative endeavor. And so I just feel like a lot of people haven't had an opportunity to engage with food in different ways other than like
I thought I found it here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm stupid.
anyway.
Ooh, have we considered that? Maybe I'm stupid.
I've never considered that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And like that means to get to a different place, you've got to have an interest
Yeah.
in food, and a lot of people just don't, and that's whatever. They're good. The food that is made for rich people to enjoy. Some of them aren't into food.
Down and trying to, serve the most basic thing to the most number of people. So, like I'm definitely one of those people that's, I grew up eating like mac and cheese and McDonald's and stuff. Like I have a pretty like unrefined palate.
I also grew up eating that
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah, I mean, like we all do, and that's the thing. It's like weird. It's like this whole society of like people that have never eaten the way humans normally used to.
Yeah.
and so it's weird out there.
Yeah.
Where am I?
well-
I want to go to.
It's sort it's sort of like cuisine and I use the word cuisine intentionally. Cuisine has evolved alongside oppressive, like economic relations.
Yeah.
And so, like the world of art has it has tied itself to wealth. And so the modes of art and the modes of food that become available to
We got to
like,
go to 404. Oh, look, they're climbing in.
to normal people, and I use normal to mean like not like priced out of like fine dining and fine art, in that, like, ooh, I hate that.
They're just...
They just float down. They crawl on nothing and then blink out of existence. And so
Nobody was happy about this.
Yeah.
No one on the dev team was like, yeah, we nailed it. They're just like, we don't have time to fix this.
yeah. I guess it's just like oh, if you get to work a full-time job and you make, like, you know, not even just minimum wage, but if you're just like someone that is making enough money to pay their bills and maybe put something into savings, and you're not like accumulating wealth, if you're not a wealth accumulator, which is, by the way, almost everyone on the planet, like
almost everyone on the planet who is not accumulating wealth.
right, yeah, you've been right, yeah, almost everyone on the planet is not accumulating wealth. If you're not one of those people, then you have been excluded from a world of food.
I guess it must. So I found one on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And then the 2 rooms we got were like 404 and like 502 or 503. And there's nothing in 404. There's that one on the 3rd floor is already gone. So I guess I'm going back to floor 5 and I'm poking around up there. Looking at the chat.
Yeah.
How's the chat doing?
Chat's slow. Chat's slow since we've come back from our break.
What'll happen?
And just to close out, I want to be done talking about food. But I guess the
Good
thing
idea.
that I'm. Are you sick of this?
I don't know.
You haven't been engaging with me on this topic, so I guess you are.
Well, I thought I had.
You've been concentrating on trying to find this picture.
I can't imagine why.
The I guess what my point, the end thing that I'm trying to say is like something that is an interest of mine is
Food.
Yeah, I guess it's food. So like
Yeah.
the thing that I enjoy doing for people, for, you know, friends and family, is like I spend time thinking of sausage as a thing that, you know, hundreds of cultures all around the world have made a thing that we call sausage. And so there's lots of different and multiple kinds, and so there's lots of different things that are called sausage. And if someone doesn't like one of the things called sausage, hey, there's this other thing that's called sausage. It's a lot different than the thing that you don't like. You should try it.
Yeah. Though not like when we're talking about pizza, though. There's just
not
a few kinds of sausages that go on American pizza.
And one of them is sausage rounds.
And
Thank you.
One of them is chunk sausage.
Yeah, that's all. Do you want me to look up where this third thing is? I mean, we found it. Who cares?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Well, apparently we didn't find it. Apparently I'm stupid. Apparently I'm a big fucking idiot. Or it's on the 3rd floor somewhere else, and we have to go.
We spent almost all of that time on the 3rd floor, so I don't think it's on the 5th floor. But that's just my
Well, I don't know.
Impulse.
I mean, but remember when I was like, oh, I don't have this one I definitely found, and I know where I found it, and I'm gonna go get it. And then I went to that place and it wasn't there. So now I don't know what the fuck's going on. really thought 502 was the one. But, they said 503 maybe, and that one has a hole. So let's go see what's doing in there. But it's still, like, being lost in a hotel just, like, looking for a photo is, like, still just so much more enjoyable than anything that was happening in Silent Hill 4 ever.
Yeah, occasionally we would get... Oh, awesome. Occasionally we would get moments in Silent Hill 4 where the only thing that was wrong was that we were lost, and that was a respite.
I have some bad news.
Okay.
Yesterday I took a boat out. Okay?
Yeah.
As far as I could row. Whoa, sounds like we're getting a little dangerous. And I dipped my face into the cold, clear water.
This
Now I'm
sounds like-
lost. Where's the bad news? Oh no!
Oh, no.
The chain snapped on my necklace. I saw your precious gift slip into the blackness. I wanted to dive in after it, but the water was so icy and so deep. The water was so icy, so deep. Please forgive me. I miss you.
I think I found all the memories that woman is looking for.
Explain to me how you would have to be holding the ore
Right.
for your
I know.
necklace to be caught on it.
Okay, it could have been the top of the ore, not the big part, not the
No, that's the part I was thinking. But like, where would the fucking ore have to be for it to get snagged?
I'm saying if you're holding the top of the ore in your hand and you lean over the boat, you might accidentally hold it too close to your chest and it gets under the necklace.
What I'm saying, I turn myself up so I can turn around and face you. What I'm saying is, like, so imagine you had to dip your face into the thing, right? You have to put the ore somewhere so you can do, like, this. Like, and lean
Oh
over.
shit, oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Ah shit.
Oh, piss and
Ah,
shit.
Fucking
Doing pretty good with these things now.
yeah.
Took you a couple, but you're getting there.
I'm on it.
Oh, that is such a weird angle. You're right.
It's bad every time.
Every time it's
Every
bad.
time it's not good.
It's like the Fallout 4
It's
or
like
Fallout
a
3
it's like, a
like
hotel for
action
dogs,
camera.
but instead of a hotel, it's a execution animation, and instead of for dogs, it's for these creepy Edward Sword hands, Edward Sword feet.
Hey, you're just waiting there, huh?
Yeah, you thought you were being cute, but
God.
actually, I'm gonna like kill you with a pipe.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one we wanted.
No. Not even your cleavage can stop me, extremely sexy monster.
Now, remember when we were talking about, the interesting part of this game is that it's like Silent Hill through a different team, so like every choice was affirmative.
Oh, what's in there?
More nurses.
More nurse. Okay, she's in a weird position.
Yeah, they really affirmatively made that nurse sexier.
Yeah. But is that saying something?
Yeah, it's saying,
It's saying, take a look at these
saying the art.
big bazongas.
It's saying that these guys are way too horny. I mean, you can be like, hey, the nurses in Silent Hill 1, they weren't sexy. The nurses in Silent Hill 2, they were a little more sexy, but there was a reason for it. It was in the story. There's no reason for it here. It's just like, have some big tits. There's only one enemy in this game that could have big bouncing tits, so it's, if we don't take it here...
What if we, excuse me, I know that we're putting the nurses back into our new Silent Hill game. Have we considered giving her big, beautiful, bouncing bazongas?
Or BBBs.
Yeah, triple Bs.
Oh, I'm sorry, quad Bs.
Quadruple Bs.
BBBs.
I like to think that that's the only way that they... Oh, I'm still turned up too high. I like to think that that's the only way that they... That was like the in-house description of the
Quad
cleavage.
Bs.
Just
Yeah,
like
we have to make the nurses.
bazongas.
The nurses are gonna have quad Bs.
But
I
let's
mean, you
think
know
about
what?
what we
That's
think-
actually like, they couldn't be Bs because they're like at least double Ds.
Let's think about.
I thought that was a little bit. I think it deserved a little bit more. But okay.
That was good. That was good.
2 shots.
2 shots.
What do we think
Me
about
hitting you
that?
twice and you're dead.
Yeah.
So what is the?
2 shots. Me shooting you twice, and that's it. You're dead.
I
think that's how it goes.
Yeah. What is the? What do we think? Is there anything about this game where we can see why a particularly chest D broad would be thematically relevant to the game?
Come on, Keith.
What?
Why are you?
I just thought it'd be funny.
Well, he's sexually frustrated because he was in the military for so long. I don't know.
Well, so this is an American team, right? Making this game.
Yeah.
It's an American team. They're making a game. Silent Hill games have always been set in America because they're basically Stephen King books, which is why it's extra weird that we don't like them.
I like them.
You like Silent Hill games?
Yeah, I've liked 4 of the 6 Silent Hill games I've
this
played.
what you
Sounds like
wanted?
I'm a Silent Hill fan to me.
I thought that you've only liked 2, excluding this one. 2 of the 5, I guess, is the. Because I don't know that we like this one yet.
I like this one.
Okay.
I like this game much more at this point than I liked 3 or 4 ever. So, I mean, well, I definitely like this game more than 4, just in general. And I think by this point, this far into 3, I was kind of like,
So,
about this one.
well, we're not that far into this game, though.
We're not. But
No.
I'm just saying.
Do we want to go check out room 404?
No, we want to talk to this lady.
Yeah, I think that she gave us a key, and I think it's probably the key to room 404.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did I already talk to this lady?
Yep, she gave you a key.
There's the key.
Strange key.
I guess I'll see that in editing. I can't wait to find out what she said to me.
She basically didn't say anything.
Cool.
Unless you just skipped the dialogue, and I didn't notice. But it seemed like she was just like, here, take this.
Yeah. Oh, there's a locked door. I see it.
Here, let me check the stream.
If in the very unlikely scenario that I skipped over it, I'll just
Reach in.
I'll
All
find it on YouTube and splice it in. But I doubt much more.
Is this what you wanted? And then hands you the key, says thank you. It does fade to black in a weird way,
Yes.
but it doesn't seem like you skipped anything. Is this
Okay,
room
I
404?
need you back in the game, please.
Back in the game. It's me back in the game.
You don't sound like you're back in the game.
I'm back in the game.
Tell me what's happening in the game right now.
I'm seeing Joshua.
Josh?
Oh, he was facing us. I thought he was facing away.
Yeah, it was doing like a shadow thing.
Ready? 1.
I bet we totally make this jump and it's like very normal.
1. Okay, bets. What do we think happens?
I think that you jump across and Josh is there and you have a conversation with Josh.
Really?
No.
Come on!
Do you want my real answer?
Yes!
I think something I can't decide if something happens when we fall in the hole or when we jump, like Josh disappears or turns into something.
Oh, yeah, you know what? We jump, and Josh disappears, and then we, like, fall in the hole somehow, and it's like, whoa, this hole that wasn't actually that big of a hole. Oh, okay, it is a kind of big hole. Yeah, he's gonna fall in the hole. Listen, Silent Hill is so weird, though. Like, I wouldn't rule out you just jump across and have a conversation. I mean, it's not going to be a sensical conversation, and it will end with him running away, but it could happen. But I think what will happen is he'll jump across, Josh will kind of like dart away and then disappear in a way that's very unnatural and clearly wasn't a person doing it, and then we won't totally make the jump, and we'll actually like fall into the hole, and he'll be like scrabbling to be like, oh, I don't want to fall in this hole, I want to get my brother Josh, but then he'll fall in the hole, and he'll black out and then wake back up.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Josh!
Okay. This was what I saw in the
Please help me.
thing.
Josh! Don't let me fall.
Damn.
Okay.
This is sort of like 70% what I thought was going to happen.
Okay. So the thing I was talking about before that I was seeing in like the demo reel thing was that they showed that moment where he's like, Josh, save me. And then it cut to him jumping awake in the cab of that truck, like waking up from a dream. So it's like, wait, Alex had a dream about himself looking at Josh from Josh's perspective saying, Josh, please save me? Like that, what is that? I mean, it could have been
Just
put it.
movie magic.
I mean, it was movie magic, but maybe it was movie magic because
Movie
it,
magic together.
because it would. Oh wow, 6 seasons in a movie, The Gathering.
Santa the 13th says, it's obvious why the knife arm men are here, but why are the sexy nurses in this hotel?
It is obvious why the knife men are here.
Please explain to me what is obvious about the knife arm men.
Well,
Is it are they gardening shears? Is that what those are?
ooh, they're gardening shears. Good
'Cause
one.
I will say this about Silent Hill: they're always very intentional about their monster design.
They are usually pretty
which
intentional.
which is why I'm so confused about these quadruple Bs.
like I'm saying, they double D's at least.
So okay, so what I
Probably
was,
quadruple D's.
what I was saying, they're not that big. What I was saying before was that so you've got an American studio making the game.
Should these be final thoughts? Are we good to wrap up for this time?
These are final thoughts.
right,
These are final thoughts about the nurse and
We
why
have-
there's this why the nurses are so
Next up, we have
sexualized.
the ballroom.
the
Or what if there's a boss in there? Should we go do a boss? Or no, we'll
No.
leave that for next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Oh, fuck these chairs. Tell me what you're thinking while I knock over all these chairs.
American studio. The games have always been set in America, but it's an American studio, and it's about like a more classically American kind of guy, like an army guy. He's got a flag on his shirt. Like, is there something there? Is there something there about with? Is it like
with the triple B, the
with
quad
with the
Bs.
quad Bs?
And
Is that something?
No, see, that sounds. I think you're looking into. I think you found your answer when you said American development team. Like because like this classic just putting boobs in a game to make it more appealing to people what like boobs.
But it is so obviously not appealing to have a bloody, creepy, scary nurse
that wouldn't
with big, beautiful, bouncing bazookas.
Keith.
Yes.
There is nothing new about a strange relationship between horror and sexuality.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, I don't know.
No,
Just,
you're
like,
right. You're right, but like, see, I think this is why people say that. I think that's the nurse thing is a thing people point to in Homecoming to be like, this thing doesn't get Silent Hill. This is just an American team that made a bunch of garbage to sell to the normies that played 360 games.
But it's superficial, unless it means something. It's like a superficial. I mean, it's gross, but it's like a superficial change that doesn't affect the game unless they are trying to say something with it.
Well, that's what I mean. Is I think people are criticizing it by saying this is a superficial change that doesn't mean anything. Like I think they're saying you looked at Silent Hill 2 and you saw a cool Pyramid Head and you saw sexy nurses and you were like, let's make Pyramid Head even more pyramid and even more head and let's make the nurses even more tits. And let's make the Americans even more American.
Well, I guess the room that I'm leaving for that to not be the take is that they seem to be so good at doing the Silent Hill thing in all the other parts.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is what Silent Hill Homecoming detractors say about the game.
Okay. But my point stands where it's like,
Look at this fucking guy. This
wow.
person on the dev team.
that's looks kind of like a young John Cusack. Do you think these are?
That's a young John Cusack?
I mean, it's similar hair, similar kind of face shape, rounder face.
I don't know what kind of face shape that is.
That's round. It's a rounder.
The eyes are not level on this picture. Does these eyes look wrong?
Yeah, I mean, it's bad. It's not. I didn't say it's a perfectly captured image of a young John Cusack. Just that guy reminds me of John Cusack. Do you think that those are Sam and Elliot? Who's the other? Who's the other one in the?
I'm sorry?
The cucking, the famous cucking. Sam,
Clayton, and Carol.
Clayton. That's what it was. Clayton.
Yeah, I remember when Tarzan shows up in Kingdom Hearts and he's like, ooh, Clayton. He's like, Clayton is being cucked. We have to help Clayton.